Hi everyone, welcome back to part 2 of the unboxing video of the AORUS 3080 Extreme WaterForce Edition. What you see here is the all-in-one version of this GPU. So it comes with a 240 radiator with 2 fans, and here you see the GPU itself. Right, I have it vertically mounted this way, but as you can see, you actually need a rough 4 cm clearance on top of the GPU to actually fit your case. So I actually had a little bit of difficulty fitting this GPU traditionally mounted in my Lianli PC011 XL version. So as you can imagine, you need a rather sizable case for this GPU to actually fit into your setup. Another thing I'd like to point out is this RGB over here. So AORUS actually uses RGB Fusion 2.0. I'm not sure what's wrong with the software, but every time I try to launch it on desktop, it actually crashes and it defaults to a solid pink color. So I'm not sure if it's because it's clashing with the IQ software or whether it's clashing with MSI RGB software, but it doesn't seem to work. What you see here is the default function. When you first boot up the system, it's actually a rainbow effect. So I figured this is actually quite pretty to look at, so I'll just leave it as it is till AORUS finds a solution to their Fusion software. Alright, moving on to what you're here for, the performance gains. Alright, so I've been running MSI Afterburner Combustor for the past 27 minutes. As you can see, these are the settings I've chosen. It's running on hard, and here are the settings. Right, so temperatures are alright. The highest I've seen is maybe 55 degrees in an air-conditioned room. I've managed to configure it in a stable manner using these settings. As you can see, we're looking at a 2.23 gigahertz core clock. What you have here is a maximum on the power limit, a maximum on the temp limit, and on the core clock, I've actually slid it to the right. It's 190. I didn't actually move the memory clock up at all because in my previous testing benchmarks, I actually added 200, 300, and it became unstable after that. For the core clock, you can try tinkering around based on your own setup, but for my silicon lottery, I guess I got a pretty good silicon quality, I guess, but I only managed 190 to about 200. Anything past that and the benchmark seems to crash. So what I mean by crash is, you see these boxes falling down over here. They freeze on screen, but actually everything on Windows actually still runs fine. But apart from this freezing, this metal barge seems to keep moving, so that still works. But the boxes on screen seem to freeze, so I believe that was an unstable clock, and that's when the GPU actually sort of crashed, I guess. So just for your information, this is the sort of stable core clocks that I managed to achieve. I'm not sure what your setup is, but you can maybe use this as a guide for yourself.